In the digital age, cancel culture has become one of the most polarizing topics of discussion. It's an issue that has sparked fierce debates across social media platforms, news outlets, and even in casual conversations. For some, it's seen as a necessary tool for holding individuals accountable for their harmful actions or words. But for others, it feels like a direct assault on free speech, a way to silence people who express controversial or unpopular opinions. So, is cancel culture really killing free speech, or is it promoting accountability in a world that desperately needs it? The origins of cancel culture can be traced back to the early days of social media, where the ability to rapidly share information allowed people to expose bad behavior or harmful rhetoric. A tweet, a post, or a video could go viral in an instant, and with it came the collective power of online communities. Whether it was a celebrity caught making a racist remark or a politician with a history of corruption, social media provided a platform for public shaming and boycotts. In this sense, cancel culture seemed like a form of activism, a way for the public to demand justice when traditional systems failed. However, as cancel culture grew, so did the criticism. Many argue that the public nature of canceling someone, often involving relentless online harassment, can be just as damaging as the behavior it seeks to address. The argument is that while some individuals absolutely deserve to be held accountable for their actions, others are unfairly cancelled based on a momentary lapse in judgment or a misunderstood statement. In these cases, cancel culture can feel more like a witch hunt, where people are labeled as unforgivable, and their careers or reputations are destroyed without the possibility of redemption or growth. This brings us to the bigger question: does cancel culture inhibit free speech? In an age where people are constantly engaging with each other online, the fear of being cancelled can be enough to silence even the most well-meaning individuals. People may hesitate to express their thoughts or challenge the status quo, not because they fear being wrong, but because they fear the wrath of the online mob. In this way, cancel culture can be seen as a threat to free speech, as it encourages people to self-censor in order to avoid backlash. It's a form of social pressure that may, in the long run, stifle meaningful conversations and discourage open dialogue. On the other hand, supporters of cancel culture argue that free speech does not mean freedom from consequence. They believe that individuals who use their platforms to spread hate speech, perpetuate harmful stereotypes, or promote dangerous ideologies should be held accountable for their words. From this perspective, cancel culture isn't about silencing people, but about giving marginalized communities a voice. It's about fighting back against systems of power that allow people to get away with harmful behavior simply because they have influence or status. When society chooses to cancel someone, they are exercising their own right to free speech by rejecting hate and discrimination. Yet, the line between accountability and overreach can be blurry. It's easy to see how cancel culture can spiral out of control when it becomes a weapon to punish those who make mistakes. The desire for accountability is noble, but sometimes it can go too far. Many believe that the real question we should be asking isn't whether cancel culture is killing free speech, but whether it is fostering an environment that allows people to learn, grow, and make amends. After all, accountability doesn't have to mean erasure. It can mean reflection, education, and the opportunity for individuals to demonstrate they have changed. Yet, the line between accountability and overreach can be blurry. It's easy to see how cancel culture can spiral out of control when it becomes a weapon to punish those who make mistakes. The desire for accountability is noble, but sometimes it can go too far. Many believe that the real question we should be asking isn't whether cancel culture is killing free speech, but whether it is fostering an environment that allows people to learn, grow, and make amends. After all, accountability doesn't have to mean erasure. It can mean reflection, education, and the opportunity for individuals to demonstrate they have changed. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear: cancel culture is not going away anytime soon. It's become an integral part of the way we interact with each other online, and it's reshaping the way we think about power, accountability, and free speech. So, what do you think? Is cancel culture killing free speech, or is it simply holding people accountable for their actions? Should we be more forgiving, or do some things truly deserve to be cancelled forever? The answer might not be clear-cut, but it's a conversation we all need to have. Cancel culture has emerged as a powerful force in the digital age, dividing public opinion like never before. On one side, it's praised as a tool for social justice, enabling marginalized communities to call out harmful behavior and demand accountability from those in positions of influence. When traditional systems of justice fail, the collective voice of the public can hold individuals responsible for their words and actions. From celebrities making offensive remarks to politicians perpetuating harmful ideologies, social media provides a platform where the public can reject such behavior through boycotts, criticism, and public shaming. This form of digital activism has often been successful in bringing attention to issues that were previously ignored or swept under the rug. However, critics argue that the pursuit of justice can sometimes cross into the territory of overreach. In some cases, individuals face extreme backlash for a single mistake, outdated opinions, or even statements taken out of context. The punishment often feels disproportionate to the offense, leading to personal and professional ruin without room for redemption. This raises serious concerns about fairness and forgiveness in a society where public opinion can shift rapidly. The question is whether cancel culture is truly about justice or if it has evolved into a public spectacle that thrives on outrage rather than genuine accountability. At the heart of the debate is the question of free speech. Detractors argue that cancel culture stifles open dialogue by creating a climate of fear where people hesitate to share their opinions, even when they have valid points to make. The fear of being cancelled can lead to widespread self-censorship, preventing important conversations and the exchange of diverse viewpoints. When individuals feel they must conform to avoid backlash, free expression, the foundation of a democratic society, suffers. On the flip side, supporters of cancel culture maintain that free speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences. Just as people have the right to express their views, society has the right to reject those views when they are harmful. They argue that cancel culture empowers communities to take a stand against discrimination, hate speech, and toxic behavior that has long been normalized under the guise of free speech. However, the lack of nuance in how accountability is applied often blurs the line between necessary justice and social overreach. Should a person be permanently ostracized for a mistake from their past, or should there be space for growth and rehabilitation? Striking a balance between accountability and compassion is crucial in ensuring that cancel culture doesn't devolve into a digital witch hunt but instead fosters meaningful conversations about progress and personal growth. As this cultural phenomenon continues to shape public discourse, the critical question remains: are we truly promoting positive change, or are we silencing voices out of fear rather than justice?